Hey people in Infantry Tier 3v3, Angel Gate, blue team. Parallalevo is a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense, disruption and support. Begins in melee combat with a basic synapse, as shall call you, Enrique. Alongside, SirTwiddleyBits is an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. This is the Blood Angels elite scheme. With the Death Company Apothecary there, here they are. Rounding off the team is LimBei with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control with the Word Bearers DLC, having to back away from a big old Chaos Lord from Alias. This guy walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, very durable hero, destruction, all that good stuff, fighting in melee combat with strong offense and disruption. This is the Word Bearers elite scheme. Alongside, oh, nasty Doom Bolts. LimBei Corona-chan is a Farseer support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control, just threw guide on some guardians there, smacks the Apothecary around, and makes the Tactical Marines back away. Rounding off the teams, AfterSHOCK with a Lord General fighting in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of Stormtroopers, really strong defense and support can also add to the retinue. I think this is the Armageddon Steel Legion, is it? Elite scheme? Yes, I think it is. Farseer now backed up by some Howling Banshees. And the Tactical Marines are not moving. I mean, they're right next to their base, so they're not in any massive danger, but a special attack there maybe could have took a model. We have double CSM for Alias. CSM into Heretics for LimBei. Doom Blast. Good special. And then Flee. And Howling Banshees coming in. Can they get a Marine off those CSM? Not quite. Some sneaky Zinchian worship. Trying to save those CSM, but I think it would have been okay. In the northeast, Enrique the Hive Tyrant is in amongst some guardsmen. Poor bastards. Being ripped to shreds. Poor Magaunt's chasing off. Those guys barely made it out. What about you fellas? How lucky are you fellas feeling? Looks like they made it out too. Well done, guys. The Lord General is still here though. Often used in melee in these first engagements because you can tie up ranged squads quite well. And gets away without, oh, I was going to say without dropping one of his Stormtrooper buddies, but one of them fell over. Needs to find another one. Meanwhile, in the mid, we've got some shotgun scouts. We've got a flame attack squad. Apothecary gets in amongst the Banshees. A well-timed shotgun blast there. And the Banshees are persuaded to leave. Here comes the Farseer. Good special. Guide up on the Guardians. Don't have their grenade though. Apothecary goes after them, 496 to 492. Just heard something screech. I assume that was a Tyranid. Four Magaunts. Wait a second. No, okay. I thought I saw a Hormagaunt retreating there, but they're capping this point. Must have been seeing things. Maybe it was a Termagant I saw. Enrique the Hive Tyrant has seen better days, down to 386 hit points. Got a Ravener Brood though, and grabs that central rep point. Also has the contested VP in the top east. In the northeast, I should say. Top east is not a thing. Tactical Marines backing away from the VP, did not get the decap. Ravener Brood with a burrow strike, they're putting pressure on here. Banshees are right there. Should be able to chop up the Ravener Brood quite well. That was a very, very risky burrow. They dropped two models, maybe lucky to get away at all. I think they were. But that's a weird retreat. You have to get all the way around this wall. It's a weird map, Angel Gate. Enrique's found his way into a bunch of guardsmen, knocks them over. Now tries to smash apart a sentinel. And eats a stomp. Can't knock him over, but you can stun him. Alias with Havocs up. Rangers into some more guardians for LimBei. Corona-chan. I guess they lost some in the madness. Non-stop action on Angel Gate. Heretics, not the target of the Doom Bolts. They targeted the Havocs and killed the model that had the heavy bolter there. Melee Heretics getting in amongst these worshipping Heretics of LimBei. Aspiring champion on these fellas for Alias. Oh, CSM drop. Where did they die? Was it here? It was there. Not sure how they got caught up there. Trying to help out I don't know, trying to help out LimBei going after those Marines, I guess. I didn't even realise they'd moved up there. Or was it there? No, those are word bearers. There was definitely those fellas there. I wonder if they got a friendly grenade or something, because they're really bunched up. I don't know how they would have died to double tax, really. Do you guys have a grenade? Oh, scouts maybe grenaded them. 496 to 427. Rangers getting shots on the Apothecary. Seems to be dealing with it okay. Eventually runs. Trying to fight over these contested power points, of course. They're noded up for the red team, which is generally all you need to do, unless you lose your natural powers a lot. Just node them up, try and keep them into tier 2, and then basically ignore them. If your opponent wants to spend a bunch of rec position, put in gens on them the whole game, let them waste their rec. You don't need this much power generally. This thing has 2 hit points. There we go, goes down. Doom bolts. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think two of those models don't seem to be in cover. Only the heavy bolter fella, I think, was actually in cover there. You have the Sword of Flame for the Sorcerer. Power bashing tactical marines, taking shots from Rangers. Doom bolts hits them a little bit. What's going on in the mid? Bunch of angry Tyranids. And some terrified guardsmen, of course there is. Vestments of the Warp on the way for the Sorcerer. Stomp did not hit the Hive Tyrant. Here comes the Ravener Brood. Can they get that Sentinel down? The Raveners, I don't think, are shooting at it. No, I don't think they were. Termagants, we have double Toxin Sacks. Looks like they're barging on through. Enrique, the Hive Tyrant, hits level 2. They can power bash here. I think it's more worthwhile to power bash than to decap the VP in this situation. The Lord the General did fall. Has a Manticore though, and an Angel Gate that can shoot a lot of stuff from base. Kicking off in the southwest, lots of dead Guardians. A grenade barrage or 2 maybe. Farseer knocking stuff over. Gonna be made to leave though, I think. Yep. Did she just heal herself? Yeah, she did. With these Spirit Stones. We've got an autocannon. Can they get Doom bolted though? No. Went for the Rangers. And then teleports after them afterwards. And now ties up the Havocs. And this is the Circle of Summoning, is it? What is this? Yeah, Circle of Summoning. For some blood letters. Jim Beam. Not sure why. They had the Havocs tied up with the Sorcerer. Power bashing from Parallalevo. Venom Brood on the way. That could be nasty. Those frag missiles can be devastating to blobs of Tyranids. Raveners a few times now have been kind of lucky to get away with what they had. We have 12 models on these guardsmen now, reinforcing 3 at a time with their Commissar. Apothecary's got a Power Axe, anointed, and improved medical equipment. Down go those heretics, those were aliases. Another good grenade from SirTwiddleyBits. I assume that's what happened to these fellas. Doom bolts on the Eldar blob, who are tearing through those heretics. They barely got away there. 496 to 332. Rangers are wiped. I think the fire got them. More Doom bolts. Holy crap. Eldar in the wars here. Grenade going in. Might get some friendly fire on the Banshees though. I think they had Fortune on them from the Armor of Fortune, yeah. Might have saved a model or 2 there. Farseer left in there alone. Here comes a crazy looking Word Bearer's Chaos Dreadnought. Look at that thing. Got that auto cannon by default. 492 330 AfterSHOCK has taken back the VP in the northeast. Sentinel levels to 2, get some repairs. Those guys are getting plasma guns to go after the Venom Brood and the Hive Tyrant himself, I guess. Extra damage from those plasma guns versus the heavy infantry of the Venom Brood. We got a ranged Synapse too. Will benefit the ranged Raveners and those Termagants. Sorcerer consumes a heretic who then gets shot to pieces. I'm not sure what these CSM are up to here. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe that was a misclick. We got some Dark Creepers from LimBei. Doom bolts on the Dreadnought, it looked like, which is weird. So TwiddleyBits joins in. I think he needs to push alongside them a bit. Maybe Jim. Gone after some CSM. Gets one hit, turns away, heals himself, gets another. Those CSM are getting messed up, and down they go. Alias not looking after their CSM at all in this game. Just thrown for the Blood God into battle, I guess, to die. Chaos Lord has the Armor of the Inferno. You see the remnants of the Let the Galaxy Burn right there. Looks like a creeping barrage maybe up here. Oh, maybe a Manticore Strike it was. Maybe. Parallalevo did drop those Raveners eventually, and they've gone tier 3. SirTwiddleyBits with Dreadnought on the way. Power bashing here though from AfterSHOCK. Alias down to 2 units now. They have not looked after their Marines. They're still fighting over this power, and look at some gens down here now. Did they fully bash this? Not quite. Should they have backed away, or can they keep the pressure on? Hive Tyrant charges in with the extended carapace. Enrique's had enough with his guardsmen with their plasma guns. Chopped through a few of them, and a big old retreat there. Sentinel is gone. Banshee is going after... oh, that's their own VP they're trying to get there. Dreadnought on Dreadnought action. And they've shown no fear for both of these tactical Marines. One of them's got a missile launcher. 1-to-1 cat. Decent VP lead for the blue team here. Oh man. Alias just lost their entire army. And AfterSHOCK has an Ogren squad on the way. Can they recover here? We've got Lightning Claws on the Chaos Lord. He's pissed. There's that destructive strike. Are they going to go down as well? Is Alias going to lose their entire army to the man? I think they did. What can they do here? Enrique is grabbing the northeastern VP. 472 to 291. They are trying to recover with Chaos Space Marines here. Sorcerer consumes a heretic again. Because he can. LimBei needs to carry quite a lot here for Alias to get back into the game. They could run in, try to revive the Chaos Lord with the spiritual rites. Maybe. I think they can get close enough. Grenade and shotguns take out the webway. And SirTwiddleyBits, sensing Alias's messed up here, goes for the VP. Manticore Strike though puts an end to that from AfterSHOCK. Ouch. Assault Cannon barrage into a Doombolt. That was spiteful. This Dreadnought is so far forward, but there's nothing to threaten it. Ogrins could maybe go after it, but where are they? They're in the northeast. Heavy melee squad. They took down Enrique, looks like. Plasma guns, I'm sure, had something to do with it as well. Chaos Lord, out of sheer frustration, going after the Dreadnought. Should be going after the Apothecary. He's right there. Nope, he's pissed. Draining energy off him. Plague Marines are trying to get shots in. See it snared here. Apothecary goes after them. Got some melter guns on the Lord, the General. Can they get it? Ogren's giving chase. Doom bolts actually did a fair bit of damage to them. It's a creeping barrage. The Dreadnought survives for now. In amongst the tactical Marines though are the Ogrins, and they run away. Apothecary did go down. Banshees have found a target. War Shout and some melee. Manticore Strike, a little bit of friendly fire. Oh, she's alright. That was the Exarch there with her spear. Alias recovered with the Plague Marines and some Chaos Space Marines. They can maybe get some Havocs up. Tier 3 for LimBei. Tier 3 for TwiddleyBits and for Jim. Parallalevo with a Swarm Lord on the way already. Dark Flames. Doom Bolts coming out of the Shrine. All sorts of stuff going on from Jim Beam. Ogrins do get away. Let the Galaxy burn. It's burning alright. Everything's burning. The Sorcerer goes down. I think the Farseer got it. Level 2. Chaos Lord looking for stuff for slaughter. Goes after the shrine. And then thinks again. Where are the Plague Marines now? At the back of base. We do have a Guardian Weapon team with a Bright Lance for LimBei. Still a Chaos Dreadnought. Still a Loyalist Dreadnought. With Assault Cannon. Enrique still down. Bunch of dead stuff here. But the Termagants take it. 439 to 217. Manticore. I think that's a Manticore. Going after those Termagants. CSM down to 2 models for Alias. They've gone tier 3. Did not want to stay tier 2. Tried to build up. Have they got red for Terminators? They're pretty close to red for Terminators. That might be what they're thinking. Get some Terminators up. It's a great map for Terminators and for Great Unclean One and Avatar and stuff like that. Because you can get to the mid of the map and still be relatively close to your base. Even get on the natural VP of the enemy team and not be that far from your base. Pretty amazing. Howling Banshees in amongst the Tactical Marines. Apothecary is there and they show no fear is popped and they get a heal. And the Banshees must flee. Assault Cannon Dreadnought was shooting at them, to be fair. Farseer now in here. Pops the time field from the armor of the Asuryan. Armor of Asuryan, I should say. The Chaos Lord continues to go after the Dreadnought for some reason. He really wants to kill that thing with Lightning Claws. It's not going to work out very easily. Uh-oh, Swarm Lord. Looks like it made short work of the Ogrins with the help of all this stuff. Parallalevo still with that extended carapace. Has that VP, goes for the power now. It's Stormtroopers for AfterSHOCK. They're still in tier 2. I guess it's going to be anti-armor to try and take out the Swarm Lord. 2-1 for blue. Got a sizable VP lead. Manticore Strike takes out the shrine. There's another one here though. Was there a shrine there? It looked like a shrine blew up. I think there was. Some very quick power bashing. Enrique gets caught by Eldar. Here comes the Swarm Lord. Bright Lance moves up. Ouch, there was the Blade Flurry. Just decimated some poor Guardians in there, I think. Oh, it took out the Bright Lance, actually. Those were the Guardians for the Bright Lance. I didn't even see the Bright Lance disappear. 439 to 139. Swarm Lord very far forward. Ogren's going after it. Melter Gun's getting shots in. That was a Dark Creeper barrage thing. They're not decapping the VP right now, but they're putting huge amounts of pressure on. Look how far up the Dreadnought is as well. Can they get this Swarm Lord? Don't have the Bright Lance anymore. Where are the Plague Marines? Oh, they're bashing power down there. Could have really used the Plague Marines here. Eldritch. Uh-oh, some friendly fire from the Eldritch. Took out an Ogre model and missed the two targets here. Bit of a fail on that Eldritch, unfortunately, for LimBei. Got some Terminators now for Alias. Chaos Terminators, I should say, and Chaos Space Marines on the way. Teleporting after the Dreadnought, maybe? They do have those Power Fists. The Chaos Lord continues to chase it. Now runs away. You might be able to go after it with your Power Fist there, fella. Those Terminators, I mean. Swarm Lord popping the Leech Essence. Ouch. Oh man, took out both of those Plague Marines with that special attack. This Sorcerer is a boss, then consumes the Heretics. Of course it does. Level 7, that Chaos Sorcerer. This Swarm Lord has done a hell of a lot of heavy lifting. Gonna go down here, I think. Melter Bomb, yeah, takes it down. Got some subjugated Chaos Terminators turning their autocannon on their own base. Are the blue team going to just run away with this now? Some Markov's each CSM to shoot those guys too. They did take out the Sorcerer as he teleported. Got some Loyalist Terminators from TwiddleyBits. Manticore Strike. Everything flees. Enrique's still down over here. Red team are getting back onto the VP though, AfterSHOCK. Maybe try to touch the power. There's a Brood Nest to grab as well. By grab, I mean smash to pieces. Ogrins get their Bonehead leader back. They're into level 2. AfterSHOCK still in tier 2 as well. Parallalevo is down to only 3 units, so Red team could mount a comeback here. They just got their natural VP taken though. It's not a good start to a comeback. Banshees going after the Marines. Apothecary getting messed up. I think the Apothecary is going to fall. Just lost sight of him, I think. Goes down. Lots of damage from the Dark Creepers. I think they suppressed him with their pinning fire. Can they get a Terminator off those guys? So much resources to reinforce those fellas. Couldn't quite get one. I think the Loyalist Dreadnought has had it. Ogryns are on it. That heavy melee damage and no melee resist for that Dreadnought. Down it goes. Loyalist Terminator is coming in. That inspiration on kill. Can they wipe out the Guardsmen? They've made it out. They're fully upgraded. Don't want to lose them. 435 to 44. Heavy turret dropped in by AfterSHOCK. Could do with some more of that, I think, up here. What is Parallalevo's plan? They've got tons of resources. They're not spending it. Plan to go strike on the Termagants. Terminators can go up and power fist the heavy turret down. That thing has vehicle armor. Cyclone missile launcher got a decent hit. Doesn't seem like they want to go after it. I guess I don't know what else is over there. Manticore is into level 3 with the Storm Eagle upgrade. Chaos Terminator is teleporting in. Chaos Space Marines with the Mark of Zinch. There's the Galaxy Burn again. And they show no fear. But they might... Oh, jeez. Almost lost the CSM. In fact, they might fall. 5 hit points too. Down they go. Subjugated Chaos Terminators, I believe, finishing them off. Alias again being very sloppy with his CSM. Very upset with this Chaos Sorcerer though. Terminators are now back under Alias's control. Killer Marine. Now turn to get out of there. Jim Beam would have used that teleport already most likely. Just to be annoying. There's another heavy turret. There's that remains of that Dreadnought. Still a 2-1 for red team. Avatar of Cain on the field there for LimBei. Parallalevo finally spent their resources and has spent it on a Carnifex going for the Barbed Strangler. Ouch. Terminator's got messed up there. Banshee's giving chase. They found some Terminators now. Maybe they should just turn their attention to that Apothecary. I mean, what's the chance he's actually going to be able to kill one before you have to go? Avatar might go into base and drop some Wailing Dooms. And keeps them pinned back if nothing else. As I said, such a good map for Terminators and Avatars. And they're doing a good job so far. There's a Wailing Doom. Knocks the Apothecary in a place it might be chopped up. Nope. Chaos Lord with Let the Galaxy Burn. Is he going to get away? Does have the Icon of Khorne to get that heal on hits. We have a Great Unclean One on the way for Jim Beam. Northeast meanwhile kicking off. One of the heavy turrets is gone, but the Carnifex is done for, I think. Those are Melter Gun Stormtroopers and the heavy turret itself takes it down. More Spore Mines. Getting some decent hits. These Stormtroopers need to be careful. Those are double Termagants with ranged Synapse. Ogryns have done really well into level 3. There's a time field as well. Good support from LimBei. They maybe can bash power now, maybe. Alias with some more Chaos Space Marines on the way. Doesn't seem to want to get Havocs up after losing that initial Havoc squad. Here's a Great Unclean One for Jim Beam. Should do pretty well here with a Sorcerer to support it and teleport it around. Chaos Predator for SirTwiddleyBits. Anointed Power Axe versus Chaos Space Marines. They had to run. Those guys are level 2. Subjugated Chaos Terminators again. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Alias. Here's a Wrath of Cain. Messed up a couple of Marines with that. Taking a bunch of damage though, the Avatar. Needs to back off. Can't do everything. Chaos Dreadnought still around. Done some good work for Jim Beam. 242 to 44. It's still a 2-1 cap for the red team. AfterSHOCK has done really well in the Northeast VP. Is it going to be overrun now though? Maybe not. Predator tank is going up there with no hit points, and there's 2 heavy turrets. It's not going to last very long. Down it goes. How did it even have vision of the tank there? I don't know. Then it hits the tank trap. 225 to 44. D cannon on the field for LimBei. And there it is. Moving up. Time field doing some great work in the late game here. Ravner Brood having to borrow strike away. Nope, they just died. They just died. TwiddleyBits down to just 2 units. Parallalevo down to 2 units. Maybe 1. No, they both get away. Blue team capitulating a little bit. LimBei carrying here. AfterSHOCK being very solid too. Alias. I mean, they've done well with these Terminators. But they keep losing Chaos Space Marine squads. Land Raider Phobos is now up. The Chaos Lord himself. Level 5. I mean, he's killed a bunch of stuff. Almost level 6. Sorcerer almost level 8. Down goes the Dreadnought. That was the Chaos Dreadnought. With a good Manticore strike. Got it. Well played AfterSHOCK. Melter Guns in there too. Ogrins have found some Chaos Space Marines. Now some damage for the Great Unclean One to contend with. Avatar's back out at a base after healing up. Ogrins, I think, are going to be okay. They're level 4. They've done a great job. Land Raider Phobos. Those side-mounted las cannons. Should be okay. The Apothecary is not okay. Just stabbed through the entire torso by that sword. The Wailing Doom itself. Northeast is now quiet. Have the blue team collapsed here. Jim Beam is still looking pretty strong. TwiddleyBits still has Terminators up. There's a Whirlwind now too. Where is it exactly? Over here. Lots of disruption potentially. Can't knock over Terminators and Avatars though. Hunter Killer just hit the Avatar. It's a strange place to take the Phobos. Like, to look after this power. Why is it here? Should be more towards the middle, I would say. 147 to 44. Heretics now for Alias. They've got some more Chaos Terminators too. Look how well they've recovered here. Great Unclean One goes down. Jim Beam does have a Chaos Predator. Goes for the Mark of Tzeentch. It's tough to use tanks on this map though, I think. Been saying it for years. Not a great map for tanks. But you always see them. You do see them. Phobos. That was one shot that the Phobos did. 126 to 44. Can the red team pull off this comeback? Still very confused as to why the Phobos is down here. As to why these players are even fighting down here. It's just some contested power, guys. I guess they're going after the Phobos specifically, are they? Got a couple of missile hits, but it's being double repaired by a couple of heretics. Well, a couple of heretic squads, a whole bunch of heretics. Time field, is that into an Eldritch? No Eldritch. I didn't have the red for it. They don't have the red for it, that'll be why. That is a singularity, I believe. Yep. Which cut short that Cyclone missile launcher shot, didn't it? 74 to 44. Now they have a triple cap, the red team. They've just mounted so much pressure on the blue team. They're in base. They're all the way back in base. They're looking very solid too. I don't think the blue team can come back. They'd need a hell of a nuke or 3. AfterSHOCK locking down the northeast. GG, says LimBei. Looks like it. Triple cap's going to get it. All 3 of the heroes are down. No, the Sorcerer's alive. Well played, LimBei. Well played, AfterSHOCK. Alias came back very strong too. There was another Carnifex up, but it didn't have any upgrade. Dirgecaster, there's a Imperial Abyss at the end from Jim Beam. And red team take it with a double cap. GG from AfterSHOCK. Let's look at his heroes. Level 4 Hive Tyrant Enrique down at the end. had a level 4 Apothecary too. There's a shot of the nuke at the end. Jim Beam's Sorcerer got level 8. Was meleeing the Phobos, almost had it. A level 9 Lord General. I don't think he got any other retinue fellas, but he did well with his melter guns, didn't he? Level 9, bloody hell. Level 7 Farseer. LimBei was very strong, like mid tier 2 onwards. And the Chaos Lord, throwing his CSM into the Cauldron of Death, got to level 6. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.